Our last episode ended with a great time with friends in St. Lucia, and then we moved on to Martinique. We sailed to Marin, where we had plenty of things to do on our to-do list. The first night we also got a cute little passenger on board.
Hej! Men du, kan inte komma in här? Ha?
Här kan det vara. Vår lilla pikakatt. You've done a good job.
You too. Looks nice.
Yeah, we've been drying this sail yesterday and now we put it back. So what are we up to, Lisa?
Polishing.
Why?
Because it stains and the rust everywhere.
Do you do a good job?
I don't know. But you promised me that we never have to do this again.
All right. That was a lie.
Yeah.
So this is our second day at the yard visit, and today we've been done the service on the engine, and we've been doing some stain removing on the everywhere basically. And the day after tomorrow we want to change the furler, and yeah, we have a lot of more work to do. So this is what we're gonna do in the coming 5, 6, 7 days, I think.
Maybe. Hard work.
Hard work. It's just too hot today.
Yes, it is. But it looks good.
All done.
Have you baked?
Jag har gjort scones idag. Jävligt på scones. Så är det ibland.
I have made them. What are we doing today?
We will leave this bimini to the sailmaker to use the solar panel pedals better.
Yep.
Since our solution was not that good in the end when it started to be really windy. Hi guys. And we also took down the furler. So I guess it's gonna be back on place with new bearings this afternoon, and we'll go to the morning. So that's the plan.
That's the plan. Ser det bra ut?
Ja.
After some days of maintaining some really hot weather, we needed to get out of the marina to get some wind and to swim a little bit. As you can see, there wasn't much swimming that day, but we had a nice day and evening at Sainte Anne, which is a few minutes away from Le Marin.
It's just gonna last for 10 minutes or so, I guess.
Vilken av dem ska vi ta?
Är den här bra eller?
Det gör älskling.
Det är den respiret.
Hur går det?
Inte bra.
Nu ska vi titta på Kontiki.
Oj.
The next day we went back to do the last things.
Hade vi ingen mer påse med oss eller?
Nej. Vi fick ju plats när vi gick dit. Jag lägger handdukarna där.
Kan du hoppa in i ett tag till varandra? Ska vi köra en sväng?
Var det dyrt?
Gissa.
Ja.
Och en värde kostar 40 kronor tror jag. 30 kanske till och med.
Det kostar en 200 då.
180.
Mm.
Vad fick du?
Såg jag inte.
Okej. Har du något eller?
Nej, har du?
Ja. Jag tävling i Chicago.
Det är Chicago.
Ja, tävling.
Nej!
Osa.
Bra omgång. Första omgång. Fan.
When everything was done, we sailed north. We were going to meet my family in the Marin in a few weeks, but first we wanted to check out some new places. We anchored in a bay in Anse-Mitan. It was a kind of a touristic place, but we stayed there for 2 days. The first day we did some geocaching in the town, and the second day we went to Fort-de-France.
Vänta, jag hittat den tror jag.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know where it is?
I don't know. I didn't know the treasure.
It's
One
been
month.
for many years.
No.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
At last we found a geocache and moved on to the next one. We won't disclose the place for this one. For you who haven't tried it, geocaching is like a treasure hunt, and we do it in a lot of different places. We think it's a great way to explore new places, and it's kind of fun too.
Hittade den.
Heter du det? Yes. Ja, fine. Bra.
Men var inget hemma.
Nej.
Bara prov.
Prov. Då kan du sätta tillbaka den.
Hej då.
What are you cooking?
Meatballs.
Mm.
Swedish meatballs.
Made of.
Så.
Va?
Made of, ja. Men de gjorde avstängt.
Inte vem.
Made of meat.
Bara.
Meatballs. No.
What's in them?
It's meat,
And?
an egg,
And?
and milk,
Mhm.
and salt and pepper.
Looks delicious. Swedish meatballs. Do we have lingonberry jam?
Yes, we do.
Perfect.
Are you ready for some meatballs?
Yep.
Are you hungry?
Yep.
Me too.
The second day at Anse-Mitan, we started the morning with Lisa's homemade bread. After that, we took the ferry to Fort-de-France. Our main purpose was to look for a new computer screen. After some looking, we got recommended to take the bus to a big shopping mall outside the city, which we did.
We're looking to buy a computer screen, which we've been done the last month, and this is the 101st store we're heading for today. So, and we've been to 5 or 6 stores today as well.
Yeah.
So it's been hard to find.
Yes, really hard to find.
One more day went by without luck. The screen is used for our main navigation system, so it's really important for us. I talked to my former employer and they gave us a new screen that Lisa's sister and her boyfriend Jonas brought us from Sweden. Sometimes it's really hard to find spare parts for the boat, especially when we not always know where to go.
We spent a few days at Untitled, where we were swimming, snorkeling and taking some walks before we had to sail back to Marin to meet my family. On a lot of places there is wrecks on the beaches and different signs from the last hurricane. In future episodes we will visit and show you some countries that got hit hard, like Dominica, British Virgin Islands and more.
So we got some gifts from my brother's kids, I guess. I'm not sure what it is. You got the same?
Maybe.
Åh! Den var tjusig!
Oh, fint! Also from my brother's son, Alexis.
I got to.
Tack så jättemycket.
Tack så hemskt mycket.
Vi har ju fått paket som vi tar med oss, eller av min syster och
Som är här.
Ida och hennes kille Jonas.
Som är där.
Innan vi åkte så fick vi den här rullan full med paket och olika datum som vi ska öppna de här paketen. Och idag kom de och då var det passande nog ett paket. Nummer 13. Gult med röda insprängda ränder. Nu vet jag inte vad det är heller för mig. Nej. Det här låter som en sån.
Wow.
En liten bild om internet lite för att kunna visa LYSEKIL. Packa upp filen. 2018-02-03 med hjälp av lösenordet SOS. Fint. Här bor vi.
Här bor vi.
Annars. Fin! Den tar vi.
We were back at St. Anne for the second time. There were some short trails and we started the day with a walk on one of them.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
There were some forests, some beaches, some mangroves and just beautiful. One day later we continued to the turtles at Untitled again.
Läckigt.
Time flies, and soon it was time for Ida and Jonas to leave us again. On their last day, we were at Untitled on the morning, swimming and having a great time. On the afternoon, we continued towards Fort de France, which was pretty close.
Hallå! Oj! Oj! Stort! Ja, Fort de France.
We had some nice days at the capital, and before we left we showed my parents how to geocache. After Fort de France we sailed to the northern village Saint-Pierre. Our plan was to sail to Dominica as soon as we got a good weather forecast. It had been very strong winds for a while, and when we arrived there was heavy winds and not a good anchorage at all. So we turned around and dropped anchor at a nice and calm little beach some distance south instead.
Mammas meatballs. What in them?
Rödben, milk, ägg,
And meat.
and meat.
Smells good. Oh, what is that?
Rum from Martinique. We got it from the restaurant owner here at
We think
The
it's sonar. Wow.
Wow!
Wow. Saltvatten möter sötvatten och regnet kommer. Are we in Dominica?
No, no, no.
Back to market.
Yeah.
We take the flight.
We were trying to go from Martinique to Dominica, and we had the worst weather we have ever seen. Almost the biggest waves we have seen. Biggest waves. So we have to turn around. Stackars mamma.
So, we were back at Martinique and Saint-Pierre. We decided to see the city one day and then try to sail again 2 days later. As it turned out, there was a lot to see. Back in the days, the city was the capital, but for over 100 years ago there was a catastrophe. A volcano had an eruption and buried all the city in ashes. Everywhere in Saint-Pierre there are visible remains of the old city, and we walked around and looked at the ruins during the day.
So can you tell us where we are?
We're in a prison. An old prison. Where a man said the year 1902 when the volcano had an
Eruption?
yeah. And he was one of the few that survived.
Maybe the only one, we're not sure.